or a Nigerian office on 3456-6319. She understands the rules and regulations applicable to your case. Don't forget, consultation fee is £50 or 30,000 naira Nigerian money. A trial will convince you.
Good afternoon. If you are just joining us, good afternoon. There's a live program right now on live Facebook. 2 o'clock p.m., 2 p.m. my program as usual. Lawyer Tokumbo Olagbaye. I am looking closely to the continuation of on Wednesday, from where we stopped on Wednesday. We are continuing straight away from it. The question I'm asking the public and other social media arena has been asking the government is, should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom? Should Shamima Begum be allowed to come to United Kingdom? That is the topic for today. Should Shamima Begum be allowed to come to United Kingdom? We are live right now. My name hasn't changed, Lawyer Tokumbo Olagbaye. This is my chat show. I decided to go on to this program today because we stopped from somewhere on Wednesday with regards to the revocation or deprivation of citizenship. Now we're looking closely at the question being raised to ask the public, members of the public, whether she should be allowed to return to United Kingdom. We are live both on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Lawyer Tokumbo Olagbaye. Please join me 07908 628240. She should be allowed to come into United Kingdom. Don't forget that she voluntarily left UK as a bride, as a teenager to go and join her boyfriend in Syria. So your calling through will be ideal rather than your thing, because we're on the two social media at the same time. Should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom? Why should she be allowed to? Why can't she be allowed to? That's the question I'm asking you. I am not giving opinion, as I said last time, and I'm not giving opinion again. Why shouldn't she be allowed to return to UK? Why should she be allowed to return to United Kingdom? So these are the questions that have been asked and raised in the public. So ladies and gentlemen, join me live now, 07908628240. My name is Lawyer Tokumbo Olagbaye. Just join me, just join me, just join me, just join me. I am a solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales, so I have the opportunity to understand the in and out of the law that is being used at this particular stage. Don't forget, I practice immigration and nationality law. I'm a lawyer, I am a solicitor. So I understand the in and out of the uses of the language of law. But here I have to give you warning that there might be some foul languages being printed out here, being spooned out there. Don't mind. Just follow us on smoothly. Should Shamima Begum be allowed to return back to United Kingdom? Your opinion is needed, mine is not needed, because I am a lawyer. So yours is needed at this particular stage. I am here taking calls straight away. Thank you. Perfect, perfect. Hello.
Hello, Lawyer Tokumbo.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to UK? Don't forget that she went out when she was a 15-year-old teenager. She's a UK citizen. She was born in the United Kingdom. She went voluntarily to go and join the IS without anybody asking her to leave UK. She boarded out, she bought ticket, and she traveled with a British passport. She has had 2 children that died as a result of malnutrition, and now she has given back to a 3rd child. Now she wants to come back to United Kingdom. Take all those into account. Your opinion counted. Thank you.
Yeah, I think everybody has got different view to this. But should this be a question? Because this is a girl that's got just one nationality. She's English. She was brought up here. So she should be allowed in the country, and she should pass through the normal legal system.
Okay.
But it's in a different view. Because take for instance now, they were saying that she is Bangladesh and she was born in England, she was raised in England, and another thing is that she's never even been to Bangladesh before. So why the Home Affairs Secretary is going to assume she's got dual nationality? And another thing is this, let's put into consideration for people that has got mixed race, for instance. Now, I've got mixed race here, and this baffles me a lot. So if my partner now look into this news very well, she's going to be thinking, I think it's of advantage not to let my kids go to Nigeria. Because if any day something happens, they will send them back to Nigeria. I was brought up in Nigeria, but I don't even have anybody there. If I go, it's just like I'm going on holiday. So we have to put a lot of things into consideration, because how on earth they will now be requesting her, asking her to go and seek citizenship in Bangladesh. Yes, we know she's done something bad, but let's call into reality. Well, I know if I have to ask some question, people is going to be saying, oh, is it racist? Is it this? Is it that? Is it terrorist? I don't support terrorism. But because she married doesn't mean that she went to join it there. Because according to what happened, she traveled with her sister's passport, which is an offense. She got there, and within 10 days, she got married. You understand? Being a wife of an ISIS, or what it's called, doesn't mean that you've joined them. Yes, I know she's supported it indirectly, which is still an offense. But if not for the kind of the interview she granted, if not for that, she won't be taking so long like this, because I'm thinking that the government is ready to help at the point. But because of what she said, that is why they changed on her. But should they use that to judge her? We doesn't know the situation she is there. We doesn't know maybe she's mentally capable of saying all these things, or maybe she's afraid of something, or maybe she's, like. So sometimes, for me, I just think, for sure, she should be allowed to fly back in the country. And the moment she's arriving in the country, she can be separated from the public for questioning and take a normal procedure for it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Next caller, please. Next person, please. Next person, please. Should she be allowed to, should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom? The question I'm asking public to give me their opinion on. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, ma.
Hello, dear. Hi. Hi. I know.
Right. So this girls give it in 2 ways, though. I think if for the public interest, for my opinion, I know it's not, but I just want to make an opinion, because she knows what she was doing was a criminal offense. Why didn't she say her own? People are saying, oh, she doesn't know what she has done. I don't believe that. So even stealing or taking your own sister's passport, that means you have something bad you are trying to do, even damaging your own sister's image. I think she really had a plan, or even tried to even cover herself. What happened to say she wasn't her passport. Now, after murdering people, helping people, what about those families that they've murdered? What about those families that have been killed? Children, women. I don't think she deserves a place in this country anymore. But she made her own decision when she left, but she don't want to be here. It's the same thing now with the other girl, the Alabama American born, also want to return. And Alan Trump has put a ban on her that she can't return anymore. Because what you want to do again, come back, you know what you've learned, or you know what the IS has trained her to do, or maybe she's going to be a secret service and they will use her for something else again. I don't think she deserves a place there, because there are so many things with her. Even when she comes back, she doesn't need to be in the public space anymore. She must be incarcerated straight away, because now she's 90 and she's on age. And with the interviews they granted, talking to her, you can see she has remorse. She's just, because she has a baby and she wants to bring the baby from here in this country. That's why she thinks people should have mercy on her. But within her, I don't think she feels any regret or what she has done. I think it's a retaliation of her religion, which is very bad. Which is very, very bad. So to me, I don't see no reason why she rejected her own citizenship when she left it to join evil people and against this country. Even people's military men or soldiers who were here were even killed in that war. I don't think she deserves any mercy, to be honest with you, because she's an evil person. And well, I don't think I'll be thinking about it. To me, that's what I think. And she just be left there, whatever she wants to do, she continue with her life. And if her family also want to join her, you can't use taxpayers' money again to waste on her again. No way.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, bye. We're on 0790862824. The question I'm asking public is whether Shamima Begum should be allowed to return to United Kingdom. Shamima Begum was a young lady, a 15-year-old teenager that traveled out of United Kingdom about 4 years ago in her own accord to join the ISIS in Syria and end up becoming one of the brides. Had 2 children who died as a result of malnutrition, and got another third child now successfully, but still in the camp over there. She was born in the United Kingdom, East London, about 19 years ago. She has no other other nationality apart from British passport. The Secretary of State deemed necessary that she should be stripped of citizenship, mainly because it is assumed that she will be able to take Bangladesh passport because her mother was born. Her mother is from Bangladesh, so by virtue of Bangladesh rule or law, she will automatically be entitled to have the citizenship because she's not 21 yet. So she will automatically assume to have that citizenship until she's 21. Now she has another 2 years to fight the battle if that is the law on the side. But the Bangladesh authority is saying citizen that she belongs to United Kingdom. The question I'm asking you is, she should be allowed to return to UK. What do you think? Should she be allowed to return to United Kingdom? What do you think? We are on 07908 628 240. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, dear. Thank you.
I want to make a little contribution to
Okay.
this issue.
Okay.
I think this issue should not be discussed so much because
we wouldn't say it shouldn't be discussed. Your opinion is what you need to leave for us.
Okay, you don't understand because before leaving United Kingdom, he committed the first crime, like using his passport.
Lower your device. Lower your device. Lower your device. Lower your device.
That's what I don't know. Maybe some layer I may call it. That's already a first of all an impersonation.
So she used her sister's passport to board out.
But that's already an impersonation. That if anything happens, her sister may be arrested and be persecuted for it. That one is a first crime. Impersonating somebody else, knowing it under me, she knew what she was fully going to do. She knew what she was doing. People may be saying that she lived as a child because she was just a teenager, but within her mind, she's older than her father. She knew more than people that are looking at her at the age of 15. For someone to use another person's passport to travel out, that one will be arrested and be persecuted for what she did not know anything about. She went into that place. She knew what they were doing. She didn't cry. She never cried ever since that, hey, look, I don't like what they are doing. I was being deceived into it. Let me come back to the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom government will arrest her. Even when the unique government sent people down there for rescue, she knew. But they went ahead. Let me quickly say one thing. Like the first man that was talking said something about if our son should go to Nigeria now. I know of it. Look, just like me, I will not hide evil. I normally condemn it openly. That's why sometimes people look at me and say, yeah, practical Christian. I say yes. I don't believe in so much in theory or theology. What people are saying, sometimes I look at it that they are trying to cover this. I know a father in Nigeria. His son was an armed robber. Police were looking for. They didn't tell me because I was very close to them. When I get up in the morning, I'm looking at the father's fence. The police were looking for the son. The son ran back home for an operation. The father was the one that called police. Called police from Ogida police station that the guy is back home. Because the man was tired of what the son was doing. I would not like to mention the name of the man because someone of the relation and the grandchildren are also living in UK here. For now, people to be saying that she's a child, she lives as a little, they don't know what she's doing. If Mr. A is an armed robber, hello?
I'm here with you.
And Mr. B is collecting the goods, keeping them at home. And Mr. C is the one selling the goods. If police arrest Mr. A, which is the robber, Mr. B and Mr. C will also be sentenced alongside with Mr. A, because they know that the guy was. I'm not saying because I know you're a lawyer. You know what I mean.
I'm with
they
you.
know that Mr. A was an armed robber. You know very much, and you were the receiving end, and the other person was the one marketing the stolen goods of other people. Along this line, his blood must have been shed on it. Then everybody normally be arrested by police and be persecuted for it. That's what sometimes police will have in their law, aiding and abetting. It's in police law. That's what she was doing. She know what she was doing, because if she didn't know what she was doing, all those questions that she was being asked by the journalist, she's supposed to feel remorse. Because I'm sorry, I don't know what it's going to be. So, say one thing or the other that will make people to have sympathy. But she just answered it it's a normal thing for people to die. I know people can die in any way, but not someone that is not auto. The time is supposed to die through bomb blast or one thing or the other. It's the people think she know everything that was going on. She's only coming to UK just because of what happened. The question I was asking someone the other day, I said, what if IS was not defeated? Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. Just carry on.
The question the other day was asking someone, say, what if IS was never be defeated? IS was still existing till today. We should have agreed to come back, or we should have tried out to come back. The question is no. Because the Igbo men have been defeated, money or anything is no longer coming in the way it used to be. That's the reason she wants to come back now. And the second question I'm also asking, why United Kingdom? You are married to a Dutchman. By marriage, you are also a Dutch citizen. Why not go to Holland and claim nationality by marriage instead of United Kingdom? That's another question I'm also asking. I want people to answer that one. Why not go to Netherlands, a Dutch land, and claim nationality, being that he was married to a Dutch citizen? Why UK? That is the other thing. Meaning she knows what she's coming here to do. She may come here tomorrow. The government will raise up the church for her and everything. And she will also turn around and slap people back on their face. Nobody knows what she's going to do. I think my suggestion would be let her also try Dutchland for them to give her a citizenship by marriage. That's all. And let's see what Dutch will say. Dutch will accept her or not. Because she knows very much that Dutch will never. Because I know them that never accept her because of where she's coming from. Why coming to United Kingdom? Why UK? You have committed the first crime of impersonation. Then what other thing are you coming to do again? People should look at it from that very side. What they arrested by somebody that be in jail by now is suffering for a crime she did not commit. Or a crime she knew nothing about.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That she allow her to stay there until she feel remorse of that, knowing that what she did was wrong.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, next person, please. Next. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right, yeah. I would like to look at these issues on 3 or 4 main angles. First of all, I would like to say we are not looking at this girl as a victim because she was groomed. She left when she was 15. And I believe you are a lawyer, you know that at 15, you are still a minor. So at that point, she cannot make a rational judgment, even though she is 19 now. But at the time the crime was done, she was 15. We've got several examples where we can use. We know about the grooming of girls in Rotterdam, when the girls were groomed by some group of Asians. And they were treated as minors. But again, secondly, this will have an effect on people with dual nationality. Because I'm a dual nationality, I've got Nigerian passport and a British passport. God forbid, office can decide one day and take a unilateral decision and say, you know what, you've committed a crime, whatever it may be, your British passport has been revoked. You can now go back to your Nigeria, to your country.
because we need to look at both angles, because a precedent has been established now. We are talking of terrorism now. What about if they reduce the crime to speed driving or any other lesser offense? I'm not condoning what the girl has done in any way. It's appalling or whatever, but we are talking about the rule of law now. Then secondly, I'm aware if the girl is white, would similar action have been taken by the Home Office, because they've got no other country to deport the girl to? She's white, she's English. Where are they going to send the girl? Again, we are talking about Brexit in the country now. This decision will have an effect on the people of Northern Ireland, because most Northern Irish are entitled to actually apply, according to the Good Friday Agreement, for a Republican Ireland passport. Are you following me, lawyer?
Yes.
So, in that regard, are they now saying if Northern Irish from Belfast commit an offense, no matter what, are they going to revoke those British passports of those Northern Irish and say they can equally apply for a Republic of Ireland passport as well? Because according to the Good Friday Agreement, if you are born in Belfast or Northern Ireland, you have dual nationality. You can either apply for a Republic of Ireland passport or a British passport. So we should look at the crime the girl has committed, which is a separate thing, is appalling. What the rule of law would have said is that bring her into the country, charge her under applicable laws, treason or whatever, lock her up, give her the sentences. However, for those of us with dual nationality, particularly we of African heritage or Asian, this will have a significant effect on us. So those are my angles. I believe most lawyers are actually with me on this one, because they're saying if he's white, if we've seen this guy that was locked up from Australia, Rob Harris, who committed pedophilia or whatever appalling crime, is still in the UK. Can they send the same guy to Australia? Are you with me, ma?
I am. Please go ahead. Go ahead for the next caller to come in.
I mean, it's going to have a tremendous effect on most of us of African heritage in particular, based on your program. I believe we are all majority Africans, on a significant effect on our dual nationality. God forbid if the Home Office take a unilateral decision one day and that we are not applying this to terrorism alone, apply it to lesser offense of speed driving, of lesser offense. So we shouldn't take this lightly, no matter how angry we are with the little girl. But we should know that the Home Office should not be allowed to take a unilateral decision of revoking anybody's British passport. They should go according to the laid down rule by the Constitution, which is the rule of law. If she comes into the country, detain her, interrogate her, get the necessary evidence, and give her the appropriate sentence. Lock her up for 50 years. I don't care. But that's my stand on this, and I think we should not actually watch and allow our British citizen being questioned, because what they've done is to actually create a second-class British passport. Because now, if you've got dual nationality, you are in trouble. Because now, my passport, what they are saying, is different from a white British passport holder. Are you with me, man?
I am.
So we need to actually question this particular argument and say, you know what, what's the difference between my passport and a white British citizen? Because now they feel my passport as valueless, because if I commit a crime, they will say your passport has been revoked. But if a British passport holder that has not got a dual nationality, where are they going to send that individual to? So we should not forget the crime of this little girl. I mean, she's 19 now, but we should actually think deeper and look at the underlying effect this will have on all of us. Because what they've done is to indirectly create a second-class British passport. So that's my take on this, man.
Thank you. I must confess, thank you. I haven't got an opinion because my opinion could practice immigration and nationality law. So basically, I know applicable to this particular situation. But my opinion, it's not coming out to the public because there is no need so that it will not be biased against those who want to say their mind. The whole idea is to allow people to say their mind. Should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom? Who is Shamima Begum? Shamima Begum is a teenager, a 15-year-old teenager that left United Kingdom 4 years ago to join ISIS, good afternoon, hold on, to join IS in Syria and later on become their bride, one of the bride there. Had 2 children died during the course of the period of this war issue as a result of malnutrition. Now she's in a camp, pregnant, but had its 3rd child now, about a few days or a week ago now. The UK government, which is the Sir Javid, Home Secretary, has revoked her passport as a result of her involvement with a unruling heart. They have revoked her passport. The situation we are at the moment is that the public is saying that she's not fit for purpose to return to United Kingdom. At the same time, part of the public is saying that she will say UK citizen born in the United Kingdom, having only one dual citizenship. The second one is unknown. It's not really qualifying because she hasn't obtained the identity, which is the passport of that country. It was only assumed by the Secretary of State because the mother is from that country. And the law of that country says that the child born to the mother would have that citizenship automatically, or except if they are 21-year-old until they are 21. At this stage now, the young teenager in question is not 21, she's only 19. So she still has 2 more years to fight the battle, either to return to the United Kingdom or to accept the citizenship of Bangladesh and return back to Bangladesh. The question I'm asking you is that she should be allowed to return to United Kingdom to come and face the persecution there, to come and face the predicament, to come and face her punishment, given the fact that she was born in the UK, she has lived all her life in the United Kingdom. Or you saying that no, she's not part of the United Kingdom anymore. She has stepped on toes. She has committed one of the most high crime do you want to think of in the world, and as a result of that, she should be kept outside. Don't forget the ruling. The international law is there, English law is there. Which one applicable to this case? So she should be allowed to return to the United Kingdom is the simple question I'm putting back to the public. I'm not asking you the difficult questions of the international law or the English law, but I'm asking question. Should Shamima Begum be allowed to return back to United Kingdom? Please go ahead.
Absolutely no. She shouldn't be returned back to the country. I'll give an instance. Good afternoon, ma. Sorry to even.
That's fine. Good afternoon.
Yeah. So I'll give 3 instances. One of the instances is she has break the rules by taking her sister's passport to travel to the country where she thought is a make and only. And she knew that the parents were from there and she knew what was going on from there before she traveled. So she has actually break the rules of that. So she should be sentenced for that. Secondly, she shouldn't be returned back to the country because I listened to what the other caller said the other time that if they wasn't defeated, will she be returning back at this time? The answer is no. So now that she has knew that everything is not the way she planned it, so she wants to come to United Kingdom at 15 years. I actually don't know if the parents were working as a treating right to be able to sustain her. At least for the 15 years that she was born and she was living in the country, she's been getting tax pay. She's been getting all the sorts of benefits she wanted, or she ignored it and traveled to where she thought is more far better than UK. So, and at the time she will return back to UK, what has she got to offer to the society? Nothing. because she's going to come back to UK with the kids herself, and she's going to end up by giving a security, maybe 5 or 6 police officer looking after her, monitor her movement. That's going to cost us more money. She's going to be on the benefit. The kid is going to be on the benefit. The kid is going to go on one of the best school. Whereby we that is working, paying towards the tax, our tax pay, we don't get what she's going to offer. So as long that the parents are from Bangladesh, and definitely the parents will be, she will be calling the parents during the time of her being there. And now that it's going to be 21 years, so they realize that, if he doesn't turn back to UK by the time you turn 21, so you're going to be automatically a Bangladesh citizen. So they decided not to start fighting it, try to bring her back to UK. Then thirdly, she's married at 15, so probably she turned 18 and she got married to a German citizen. So is a treaty right for her? Is either she get a permit from the German authority from her husband, so or she remained there for 2 years until she turned to a Bangladesh citizen. Because it's going to be unfair if they haven't used one as an example, because there are still others in the room. What to do? Should they go? This person have done it. They didn't. There was nothing done about it. There was no prosecution on her. So they will have the intention to go. So her coming back to United Kingdom, what is her motive? Why did she want to come back to UK? Because she failed in her 15 years of life in UK. So she went and joined the Bangladesh. So why coming back now? How are we sure she's been trained on what to do on the ground that, okay, you can go back there now and there's a communication, you can include other kids who are innocent. Brainwash them, this is what I was getting, or this is how that place is a milk of honey, is better than UK. Definitely it's a really out of risk in our society at the moment now. So she shouldn't be allowed back to UK. And lastly, I'm going to give a little bit of word regarding about this dual nationality. Our Nigerians doesn't know the meaning of dual nationality. Dual nationality means in a country like Germany, they don't allow dual nationality. Spanish, they don't allow dual nationality. Austria, I think 3 countries in Europe allow dual nationality, right? Dual nationality means in case, because when you're going to be a citizen of a British, you're going to be sworn in by denouncing your country. So if there's anything happens to you at the time of you renounce your country, your origin, then you cannot be deported to anywhere. It's 2 options. It's either they allow you to stay in the country or you become an UN citizen. Because at the time of getting your passport, you've denounced that you are no longer a Nigerian, you are now a British, or you are now an Austrian, you are now a German. So if you commit any crime, we can use so many things happen. When you commit a crime, first of all, they will go and look, as this person got a dual nationality. So if you got a dual nationality, you will be sent back to your origin. It's either your mother's land or your father's land, or any of dual nationality. Like in UK, it's permitted that you have your Nigerian passport. It's your interest, it's what you choose. So you want to keep your German passport, your UK passport, you want to keep your Nigerian passport. It's out of selfishness because you refuse to get a visa to go Nigeria. So when they are going to Nigeria, it's visa free to Nigeria with a Nigerian passport. When they are coming to UK, it's a visa free to UK with British passport. If you want to belong, you belong. If you are in UK, if you spend more than 10 years out of your own country, you are a citizen of that country where you've spent 10 years. So you have to stick to the rules and regulations of that country. and forget about where you are going. So if you are going, you are contributing to by getting a visa to, like, if I'm going to Nigeria, I'll go to the Nigerian embassy. I'll get a visa for myself and for my kids. I'm also contributing to the Nigeria society in one way or the other.
Thank you. I have to go on break now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have you been in the UK for a while and you've been having a difficult time sorting out your status? This is good news. To regularize your status in the UK, you can contact Lawyer Tokubo or Lagbaye on a Facebook page, YouTube or Instagram. You can also book an appointment at our London office, Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners, or phone through 0208 309 8808 or a Nigerian office on 0813 456 6319. She understands the rules and regulations applicable to your case. Don't forget, consultation fee is £50 or 30,000 naira Nigerian money. A trial will convince you.
Thank you. Now, hello? Hello? Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, hello there. Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good afternoon.
Okay, I've been listening to the show and I just wanted to make a contribution.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I think it's very hypocritical and audacious of the UK to think they could discard someone just like that because she has done what they deem to be wrong. If every country discarded their citizens onto other countries when they do something wrong, what is the world going to look like? If every Nigerian that is here has children that have been born in the UK and they did something wrong and they sent back to Nigeria, how is that going to be good for the country? Excuse me. It's not legally right, it's not morally right. She was born in the UK, she was raised in the UK, she was radicalized in the UK. Why throw her to Bangladesh? That's even without getting to the issues of the fact that she's a child bride, she was groomed, she was taken, well, she left the UK. We want to say she was 15, she was educated, she knew what she was doing. Yeah, maybe she did. That's besides the point. She's a UK citizen. Who do you want to put that burden on? She's in a camp. So she's not a refugee, she's a UK citizen. So, sentiments aside, it's the UK's responsibility. There'll be a hypocrite not to take her back. And Bangladesh should say no. And she's a child bride. So she can't go to her husband's country. Is that marriage legally recognized? And besides that, Nigerian clients that want to bring their spouse and their risk to the country, do England say, oh, come here, welcome? No. They'll find every reason to keep you out. So the UK shouldn't be hypocritical. And people should remember what they're doing to Shamima can easily be done to anyone that has brown or black skin. If you're not white British, you have to tread very carefully. You have to stand up to injustice. This is not right. In no shape or form, it's not right. How is Bangladesh more resourced and more prepared to handle a risk like Shamima in comparison to the UK? The UK can manage her risk. They can reform her. They can rehabilitate her. It's their responsibility to do that. So the money they're going to use to try and keep her out, they're better using that money in trying to reform her. Make her a good product of society. Let her prevent what she has done. Let her teach others and prevent them from doing the same. We're not God. Who's to say she can't turn her life around and use that bad experience to do something good? Come on. Let's not be hypocritical. Let's not behave like we're all holy. People say she's going to come back to finish the mission. What if it's your children that she kills? Yeah, it's all a risk. Every day we wake up and we leave our house, we take a risk. We could be knocked down. Anything can happen. It's only God that knows. But good or bad, she's a UK citizen. Had she have done something good now, we'll be singing, shouting it from the rooftops. She'll be on the face of every newspaper. The Queen would even want to honor her. But because she did something bad, strip her down and throw her to Bangladesh, a developing country? I don't think so. That's very hypocritical of the UK. They need to stop it. It's not right. And I feel sorry for any African person that will sit down and say this is right, because it's us that these kind of laws are going to begin to affect. When they twist and turn and manipulate it, 10 years from now, we'll be saying, no, this is how it started. We should have known back then. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. Our Home Secretary too, he has his own agenda. The British in general, they want to be heard on immigration, and he's singing to his audience. How can a whole Home Secretary of the UK incorrectly say someone has nationality of Bangladesh? Did he not do his research? No, he doesn't care if she had it or she didn't have it. He wanted to put his point across. He wanted to make a stance. We don't want her back. We're revoking her citizenship. You want to tell me that he didn't have the information, that she's not a Bengali citizen? He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And the tabloids as well, they're all part of it. They're all part of the agenda. It's very surprising when you have people calling in or writing comments, oh, she should come back. She can't contribute to society. She's coming back for NHS and taxes. That's how the white people used to talk about Africans. That's how the white people are talking about the EU. That's why we're having Brexit. So people shouldn't be ignorant. These things that we think we're fighting for will be the same thing that we're going to cry about tomorrow. We need to be wise. And that's my contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you, good show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, dear. Bye. We're on 07908 628 07908 628 Hello? Hello? Lower your device, please. Lower your device. There is no need for me to be speaking on top of my voice. Hello? I've taken another call straight away. When you're ready, you take off your device or you lower your device for me. Please go ahead. Good afternoon, dear.
This case is very dicey. I can't say yes, I can't say no, because I've got a few points to consider. First and foremost, under international law, you cannot render somebody stateless, which is point number one. Then I think the Home Secretary has acted in the proper way because his duty is to protect the border. So I think the matter is should be left in the hands of the judge to make the decision, because the only reason why you can revoke someone's citizenship is by when you are a threat to the national security. The girl in question, is he a threat? Yes. But if she wasn't born in the UK, that would have been another discussion. So people calling in saying, I think people that are calling, they're talking about citizenship, revoking passport. We are missing the point. It's like we are more focused on passport itself. More about values, moral. So why, like Nigerian community, we're saying the passport, we can actually write to the Home Office saying, listen, our kids are going the wrong way because of the law. Give some bits of control, discipline back to the parents. Because I've seen situations whereby you try to caution your son or your daughter, the next thing the police in the house and the social service get involved and all that. So that's that's kind of causing a lot of problems. Well, there was a case of a man who was actually born. He came to the UK when he was about 18 or 19 years. I can't remember the case. He went to prison 2 times. He shot somebody in the soul, and they tried to revoke his passport. The judge said, no, you cannot take away. Something that is of livelihood from the man, because he has left Nigeria when he was 18 years, and he had children here, and he's already got grandchildren in the country. So you cannot take away the citizenship because he doesn't even know the Nigeria. That was the decision of the court. So the Home Secretary has acted in a proportionate way. So it's now left to the girl in question and the family to prove their case before the court. Say, listen, she was born in this country. You cannot, under Human Rights Convention, revoke the status, and she has a strong Article 8. But the question here is for we black people. We should try to train up our child in the proper way, so that they don't I don't know how to say it in English. Mama feed you a sika. I don't know how to say that word in English. So people saying passport threat to Nigerian society, that's not the question. Come on, if you have a child, if you are Tomashori, nobody would talk about where this comes from. And I can remember around January to around May or April last year, over 100 kids were killed in this country because there's no discipline. So that case is quite dicey. I can't say yes, I can't say no, but the Home Secretary has acted in accordance to law. We have to protect our border. So it's left for the girl and family to prove their case, saying, listen, we cannot revoke her citizenship. Number one, she was born here. If she wasn't born here, the reverse would have been the case. So that is all I have to say, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That young lad that just called in, I didn't know his age, under 100 years, so I called glad because it's under 99, under 100. He argued his case as if he's in a classroom for doing legal exam, law student. We used to argue like that when we were younger at the law school. Put the case across in this way, in that way, and then you move with that side, you move with this side, and see where we are heading to. So hold on a second, Mr. Kola. The situation here is very dicey, but I'm not giving an opinion like I said at the beginning of the show. And like I said last Wednesday when I did it as well, I am not giving out opinion. Your opinion matters most to me, not mine. Don't forget I'm a lawyer. I am a solicitor. I can act on behalf of the government. I can represent the government. And I also have the opportunity as a defense lawyer, I can represent Shamima Begum as well because I'm a lawyer. So I don't need my opinion and nobody needs my opinion at this stage because I'm a lawyer. They need yours. The public needs your opinion. So please put it out there. Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, Lawyer Tukungo.
Good afternoon.
Actually, my first question is, has this girl behaved as a patriotic citizen? I think no. I know she acted when she was young, and I've been listening to some callers with what they've said. But one thing I want people to understand is there is difference between British, English, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. Do you see? Why is it that we, the British, we are the problem of the English, the Irish, the Scottish, and the Welsh? Just like some other callers have been talking about, like the last caller make mention of something about documentation and things like that. One thing, you British, most people that you call yourself British, or we call ourselves British, we are dual nationals. And most people that are committing all this atrocity, they are British. Forgetting that, because they keep mentioning something, I'm not white, and I'm not trying to look from one perspective. I'm trying to look from the both perspective of it, from the four angles of this case. What do they want the white British that they keep mentioning? Where do they want them to fall back to? If they committed an atrocity or whatever they commit to, they have to go back home. We that we are here, that we have the privilege to be British, England is not our real home because there's difference between a foreigner and indigenous people. The English are the indigenous people, which many people are referring to as white people. Please, you people calling yourself British, don't spoil the home of the British for them, because if their home is spoiled, they have nowhere to run to. And it's because their land is good, that's why we are claiming to be British. So we should not hide under that umbrella that because they have a good law of system, then we keep committing atrocity, and we now say because we are born on the land. Yes, we are born on the land. We came from somewhere. There we are living on this land. They don't go out there to commit such an atrocity. So why are we now covering under that umbrella of documentation, calling it British? There's a difference between British and English. Stop using white English or whatever we are using it. These people are not the one that they are committing that atrocity. The indigenous people are not the one. So if they want to judge this case, let the indigenous people talk about it. What do they want? Do they want to accept them That is, I think, that is the law, and it's one of the reasons why they voted for Brexit, because they want to cancel human rights law, and they're going to be English law. Because if you kick against the law of the land, it's even there in the Bible. If you want to be blessed, first pray for the blessing of the land, so that you shall be blessed. You cannot be committing atrocity and now start running back to somewhere. Go back to Bangladesh. If you are in Nigeria, to go back to Nigeria. The atrocity is not committed on the soil of England. It's committed outside England. It's committed outside England. So why is she coming back home? And another thing that people are talking about, they are talking about how he's married to a Dutch and things like that. Getting married to someone does not give you an automatic documentation of that country. It's a process. It's a process. So for her coming back to England is because that is the closest way where she can get that authorization of living in England. But the real Bangladesh, if it's also in Nigeria, if I do such a thing that she has done, I promise you, my dad will disown me. My own dad, my biological dad, he will disown me. My mom will call the police to catch me, to handcuff me. Because it's a shame on even the family, even the father to come out on the national TV and be saying that, oh, this and that and that. Because what your daughter has done, just like the other man said about discipline and things like that, my people are getting lost because of lack of knowledge. In the English law, parental law, they should go and look at it. The first thing the law says about parents is discipline. It's not left for you how you discipline your child. I've been into a challenge with the social service. I won my case because the social service, they are very good at what they are doing. And when they came to me and I said to them, yes, I do discipline my child. So if you discipline your child will go in the right way, because a tree that you trim from start would be a straight tree. So it's left to the parent how you discipline your child. Don't take an excuse that the law of England or the English law does not say you should not discipline your child. No, you have to discipline your child. But don't punish your children. Punishment is different to discipline. Discipline is making something right. Punishment is enforcing someone to do something. So they should understand it. They should go back to their dictionary and understand it. They should go and look at the law, what the law says. The child, he has committed an offense from start because he's so clever, just like another caller said, so clever to use another person's passport to travel out. That is not a very good idea. That shows that it doesn't come from a house, from a well brought up home. Because for her to have such an idea at a very young age, what do you think she will be doing when she's 40? So now that she has failed, where she has been to, she's looking for somewhere back to come to. Stop using that British for God's sake. British is just a second-class citizen, whether you like it or not. It's a second-class citizen. That's the truth, because the English, the Irish, the Scottish, and the Welsh are the real indigenous people of United Kingdom. All we others, we are just privileged to be using their passports. So we should try and stop giving them bad names. Because if somebody comes to my father's house, I want to give my father a bad name, I wouldn't like it either. I'm not a white man, but I look at it from that point of view. If somebody's trying to use my name for something, for an atrocity, and now you're not saying that, oh, you have to take him back. No, I won't take him back. If you have an housemaid and the housemaid is stealing in your house or trying to steal in another person's house, and they're saying that, oh, no, still employ him. You will not employ him back. Will you employ him back? So no, British, forget. He's a second-class citizen, whether you like it or not. British is a second-class citizen. Let the English judge their case. It's the English matter. Do they want this? The British that are committing all these atrocities, do they want them back on the soil? Fine, it's up to them. If they don't want them back on the soil, fine, it's up to them. That will teach the remaining people to know how to behave. Because if we spoil this country, we so-called British, we have some other places to go back to. There is no black English. There's no black English. There's no Indian English. English is English, and English is always white. Irish is Irish, and Irish is always white. But British is mixed race, different color, people from different places. So please, let us be human as well. If it happens to us, what are we going to do? If United Kingdom fall back to the third country tomorrow, those people calling themselves British, they will know how to go and claim Bangladesh Nigerian passport. So they should not spoil it now. That is making a good living
Thank
for
you.
all other people.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, it is very wise the way I did it not to give opinion. I will have created problems for myself opinion on this matter. You know, the only way to go about it is to allow you guys to call in. We're talking about the young teenager that went to Syria to join her boyfriend then, Shamima Begum. She was 15. To be honest with you, it was lately yesterday that I realized that she traveled with someone else's passport, her sister's passport, not her passport. I didn't even know that she traveled with someone else's passport. I thought she went to her bedroom and dusted her passport and took it and traveled with it. You know, I have all the family passport in my possession. I have all the family passport. And if any of them ask me for their passport, I ask them, what do you want to use it for? Oh, I want to use that an ID in my office, or the university asks me to bring it, or I want to collect money in the bank. I give it to them, and I ask it back in the evening when I return back home. You know, a passport should be collectively put together under one person in the family, which is either the dad or mom. Mostly, mom always be in charge of passport, mostly, but some home have their dad to keep it. But my husband hasn't got time for all those kind of things. So passports are kept within my possession. All of them. I have their passport with me. So I would question anyone apart from my husband. You know, I will question any other person that want to ask for passport in the house apart from my husband. It is only my husband that will not question, what do you want to use your passport for? No, I won't question him on that. But if they are the kids, any of the children that want to ask for passport, I don't care about their age. I will ask question. Kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe? Hold on. I will ask question. Kí ló fẹ́ fi passport yẹn ṣe? I want to take it to the bank. My work asks for identity, or I just changed my job. I want to fill in my passport details, or I want to renew my something. They ask for my passport. Then I give it, and I tell them that the passport must be available as soon as I come back from work in the evening. Only my husband, I don't ask him, what do you want to use the passport for? So in a very good home, in a proper home, those passports should have been kept under mom or dad in a very good home, because that lady in question was 15 years at the time. So how did she got access to the passport? That's another question that we have not looked at all. How did she manage to have access to the passport? You understand? Forgetting again that her passport possibly must have expired, or possibly even haven't got passport at all, and then use her sister's passport to travel out of the country. You should look at that from that angle. Using someone else's passport to travel out of the country, travel to war zone where the Secretary of State and the Foreign Secretary have already given us warning not to travel to. So she traveled to war zone. She took somebody else's passport to go. She left voluntarily in breach of UK rules and policy, thrown into the pit, couldn't be cared, just travel out. Then if you look at it from another angle entirely, she was born in the United Kingdom. She was born in the UK, in London. So must she be allowed to return back? That's the question I'm asking you. Hello, I don't want to give you anything. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi there. Hi.
Yes, hello. I just had to make this call because, you know, I'm calling from Ontario. I'm calling from Canada. My question really is, I don't know what crime she has committed. Aside from the fact that she married an enemy, I don't understand. She is a citizen by birth, not a citizen brought into the country to neutralize. I think no one has a right to revoke or strip her off of a citizenship.
Okay, caller, let me be a little bit upright. I am not going to stop you, caller. You are going to give your opinion. I like the way you started it. The question you ask is, what crime has she committed? Now, don't let us use that English anymore. What you guys should be arguing on is, why should Secretary of State not allow her to return back? Yes, that's the question we should be focusing on. Why should Secretary of State not allow her to return back? If you're asking what question she has committed, whether white, black, pink, or yellow, a terrorist act is an offense, and it's a serious offense. For her to have go down there and join them, she has conspired. Conspiracy is as good as the proper perpetrator. The offense under conspiracy is as good as the original perpetrator. Now, original perpetrator are those who are in there already. So let us keep what offense she has committed. Let us deal with the fact that why can't she come back?
Okay. Now, if because that is an offense, I'm still going to go back just the way you said. If that is an offense, my question is, for those who bomb your train station, those who commit murder, those who are dangerous persons in the UK and are UK citizens, may I ask, what are their penalty been?
We have brought them to justice, Kola. We've brought them to justice. We brought them to justice.
Is it by putting them in jail? Is it by putting them in jail or taking them out of the country?
That is the reason.
I'm kind of curious.
That is the reason why I put. That is the reason why I put this question to you. Why shouldn't she be allowed to come back? It's not a matter of international law. It's a matter of English law.
Yes. I'm kind of curious because it will be international law because this is an outside case coming into the UK now. The thing is, for me, I know she is a citizen by birth. And I've said it before, nobody has the right to street. However, you can build your taxes money to actually put people like this into rehabilitation. She was 15, she was a teenager when she left. She's still a teenager. There are so many people in the UK that are dangerous persons. They are not street out. She shouldn't be thrown down because she married an enemy, because she went to join them, whatever. I think she should be brought back. I think she should be rehabilitated. She's still young, not turning her away. I remember there was a case of a guy that raped a young girl, and he was deported back to Nigeria. He was deported back to Nigeria because he was brought into the UK at the age of 11. So it's right for them to strip him off his status. But for a child who was born as a citizen, I don't think so. I don't think so. So that's what I feel. That's really what I feel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. I like this. I like it. And that's the reason why I put it out to the public. I like it. But don't let us as she committed. You see, if you and I are asking questions, oh, what is our offense, by the way? We are naive. That means life is meaningless to us. You and I should not be asking questions about her crime. You and I should be dealing with the reason why she shouldn't be allowed back into the country, because she was born on the soil, at the UK soil. And she was brought up by the UK from the birth to the age of 15. So possibly inside, why she was inside the United Kingdom. So you and I should be dealing with that topic. We shouldn't be talking about what crime has she committed, what's our offense, of what use. We shouldn't be saying that. Apart from treason, what she has done now is treason. Because that is Her Majestic government, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, that someone has turned her back against and go to the enemy to say, I want to do this thing. I am still not giving opinion. I am just guiding us. There is a crime here committed. There is a crime. It's clear, it's obvious. That's a crime. What we are thinking of is that we don't want it to be matter of international jurisprudence. We want it to be under English jurisdiction. We don't want international jurisprudence, because if we are asking for international jurisprudence here, we might be in trouble. We might be in breach. We might be facing an exposure of so many things. So we shouldn't be looking at international law in this case. This case should be calmly dealt with under English law. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi there.
Good afternoon. Calling from Scotland.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank you for giving everybody opportunity to have their say and so and so. And secondly, personally, if you ask me, I would say she should not be allowed to come back to United Kingdom. The reason being that, one, she has committed an offense. So we should not forget that joining that sophisticated group in the world is an offense on its own entirely. So she made that decision to go and join them, despite all the warnings and all that, and the implications that has been given out to the public that if you go, don't expect to come back to the United Kingdom. So everybody has been warned. And personally, I am a Muslim myself, okay? And looking at this lady, even in the interviews that she has had recently, you can see from her face expression and everything that she does not even feel any remorse for what she has done. You can also see that she appears to be a cold-hearted person. Imagine allowing somebody like that to come into United Kingdom. I am a social work student. I believe in social justice. I believe in reforming social policy, including criminal justice and all that. But allowing such a person to come into the UK can be very dangerous. One, if she comes back, who is going to employ her? Two, if she comes back, is she going to go to school? Or what level of education will she able to have or to access? Knowing that she's dangerous and all that. I'm sorry to say. Yeah.
Carry on.
If she's now allowed to come into the UK, are we saying that my taxes will be using to feed her and a child? No. I would appreciate that. So if she's not able to work, she's not able to get education, how is she going to be able to feed herself? Would that not depend on my tax? So clearly, she should not be allowed to come back. And there is a caller like a few seconds ago who was asking that what offense has she committed? What about the people who has bombed train station? This, and that. Yes, clearly we understand that. But then this justice has been served on these people. Nothing can be done about it because these guys are born in the United Kingdom as well, and they committed that offense in the United Kingdom. Therefore, the justice has been served on them in the United Kingdom. Hadn't been they left the country, they wouldn't have been allowed to come back as well. So she's there, she committed the offense there, then she should face the consequences over there too. So there's no point, dragging about it that, what offense has she committed? Imagine coming to United Kingdom. Who knows? Somebody who doesn't even regret of taking that action. I mean, there's this. I saw in the news where she said that it's a payback to the Manchester bombing. It's a payback to people being killed in the Islamic State and stuff like that. So if you now allow somebody like that to come to United Kingdom, who knows? I mean, she's been military trained. She knows everything about probably exposed to how to make bomb and so on. I wouldn't want to waste my life on somebody. So for me, I don't think she should be allowed to come back to the United Kingdom. So Home Office Secretary has made best decision so far, in my opinion. So that's my thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next caller, please. We are open here 07908 628 07908 628 Should she be allowed to return to United Kingdom? Should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom?
Have you been in the UK for a while and you've been having a difficult time sorting out your status? This is good news. To regularize your status in the UK, you can contact Lawyer Tokubo Olagbaye on a Facebook page, YouTube or Instagram. You can also book an appointment at our London office, Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners, or phone through 0208 309 8808 or a Nigerian office on 0813 456 6319. She understands the rules and regulations applicable to your case. Don't forget, consultation fee is £50 or 30,000 naira Nigerian money. A trial will convince you.
Okay, thank you. I like.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Hi.
You're right. Okay, yeah?
I'm very well. Thank you. I'm looking at the comments here. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm back now. I'm back. I hope you remember my voice, you know. I called on Wednesday, the other time when you had your last show.
Okay.
And yeah, I gave my points about why should be allowed to reunite with a family or so back in the UK. Now, that young lady, as I said before, she is a British citizen, whether anyone likes it or not. See, she was born here and had never left the UK. I mean, she was born there. She had lived all her life here, and had never left the UK. And not until when she left, for Syria to join ISIS, that was the only time she left the UK. And now she wasn't. Let's say she's not a Bangladeshi citizen, and Bangladesh as well has rejected, the young lady not to be a citizen of the nation. Now, there's the point I want to make. We all know that this young lady was going to join a notorious group called ISIS. But to me, I just feel that she's not committed a crime yet. I don't know what I'm about to say is for the limit mind people. I mean, most of you here might think I'm about to say rubbish, but it's not. It's for if you're actually a learned person, you understand where I'm coming from. You see, in law, I believe in equal rights and justice. Equal rights and justice. So this young lady that's going to join ISIS doesn't mean that she's committed. It just say, for instance, if, for instance, you are a friend of a notorious gang, say if I was a friend of a notorious gang, and I go to live with that person in his house, does that mean that I've committed a crime? No, I've not committed a crime. And this is the reason why the government are scared to let this girl come back, because they know they've got no evidence to try her at the court of law, because if they did, they're going to lose it. I don't know if I'm making a sense here.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Go ahead. The public is listening.
Good. So, because the government know they've got no concrete evidence to try this girl in the law court in the UK, to try her, they know. I mean, if she's going to live with a terrorist in Syria, does not mean she's committed a crime. She has not committed a crime. She's only seen as a threat. That's the justice. She's only a threat. See, when you live with a criminal, everyone knows, I think you know what I'm talking about. If you live with a criminal, you live with a notorious criminal in a country or anywhere, it does not mean you're a criminal in the law court. It doesn't mean you've not committed a crime to live with a criminal. I don't know if I'm making sense. So the government know that she has not committed a crime. They only see her as a threat. And so therefore, because this girl was born in the UK, she's allowed to come back to her country. I think the government, they're kind of playing politics with this girl's case because they've allowed too many in. And I've seen no reason why they won't let her in. But I just think they're playing some kind of politics. But I know the government does not have any concrete evidence to show that this girl is a terrorist. You live with a terrorist doesn't mean you committed a crime. You get what I mean? So, my take is she's allowed to this country because she's a British citizen and she's allowed here and let them try her. If they got concrete evidence, let them try her.
Okay.
And I bet you they're going to fail.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, bye. You see, that's why I love law. Law is very interesting. Law is very, very interesting. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, over there.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from the US.
Thank you.
I'm digging to this topic. Like the last caller just said, that the lady, she has not committed any crime. Joining ISIS is a crime already by most of the countries.
Okay.
Like US, if you join any all those societies, you have committed a crime. And swearing him as a US citizen He said, they will ask you, do you belong to any of these organizations? And you told them, no. Okay, a lady of 15 years knows how somebody called her teenage. I don't call her teenager. She's not. Because for a lady of 15 years to be able to pick up somebody else's passport, that's a crime already. For you to be able to pick up somebody else's passport and travel out of the country, and you know already, they plan something from you. You already planned it. Why don't you leave the country with your own passport? Why do you pick up your sister's passport? That's number one. Number two, leaving the country to go to another country to join an association that your own country is against all. It's already that's another crime. Even if they are going to allow the lady back to the country, what's the point? They will jail her for life. This is the US. Like that Nigerian guy that is in a what do you call it? The church now. They will jail her for life. So why do you want to waste your life in the country being in jail? Two, there is no amount of rehabilitation they can give to the lady. That the lady, you don't know what they have planted in her. She will agree with it, but she will still carry out her operation. So, for people to be saying she's a teenager, there's something like a teenager there. She planned it. She planned it before she left the country. She knew what she knew what she was going to involve herself in before she did it. So, actually, I don't know the law. If the law, to me, if the law of UK says no, it's against their law, then they should use that law. And I'm backing somebody that says, okay, the white people should be the one to judge it. Yes, because they gave you the privilege. Your parents have the privilege to come to the country of UK, and they have you there, and you are against their law. Either they born you there or they don't born you there. You have committed a crime. So what is the point of bringing her back to the country? They have spending money, wasting money on her, when some people are burning themselves to pay tax, and they will be spending that tax on you. To me, they should just judge her wherever she is, let her face the consequence. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir. Excellent, Kula. Excellent. Thank you. Dear mentor, you sound as if you live around my office area where you eat Chinese salt and pepper spare ribs. You know, because every time I see your comments, say, "Call out chop Singapore fried noodles." Call us chop. So the issue here is that should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom? He said it is fantastic the way we have different inputs. The way we have different inputs makes it very more interesting than having single, same, one-sided arguments. The way we have different people bringing in their input, their opinion is crucial to this particular topic. Don't say it is not recorded. Of course it's recorded. We are on two social media at the same time. We're on YouTube and at the same time we're on Facebook. Both of them are recording at the same time. We are 1 hour 18 minutes. On both of them, similarly, about the same time we started. So we're on two social media at the same time. All your comments are going through especially those who call in. Those who call in, their voice will be coming on YouTube straight away because people are making comments on YouTube at the same time. So I have my followers on YouTube and I have my followers on Facebook. So those who doesn't do Facebook, they are on YouTube straight away and giving their comments and opinion. You see, it is very dicey, but then it's not dicey with the rule of law. It's not dicey. It's not dicey. Let us read comments and see where we are. Let's read comments. Princess Lola Omachami said, I do not trust that girl. That is not remorseful. Princess Lola Omachami said, I do not trust that girl. She's not remorseful. Louise said that she has not committed a crime. She's only seen as a threat. People, can you just think this is for the land mind? Shona Bonja says she's a danger to the country. A danger to the country. Ade Ayala Oluwafunke, all these men. Okay, I'm not reading that one. Oh, I'm not reading that your Ashewo voice you are looking for. Christian Adiola. In that case, Shamima is no longer a child, but an adult. And the old And the one that still feels no remorse over what happened and fully support IS ideology is a traitor and shouldn't be allowed in. That's Christiana Adiola. Louise, everybody is capable of murder, including you. Betty said, don't trust her. Clear, those supporting her to come back to UK would like her to be your neighbor. You know, so you can have her next door to your door. That's what they say to your property. As long as they will jail her and throw her away the key and throw away the keys, Daniel Peter doesn't mind her to come back. Doesn't mind to see her back in the UK, but as long as she's going to prison, you know. Mary AJ said that she said the boyfriend is dead and two. Is there any evidence of what said? Don't open another legal argument.
Hello?
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm just thinking from where Mary AJ is coming from. Said that she said the boyfriend is dead and two children. Is there any evidence of what's said? The Mercury. Oladimeji Allah said, don't judge until proven guilty by virtue of English law. Don't judge until proven guilty by virtue of English law. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. There's so much to read, so please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ola.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
It's good to have this side of the argument, but that young girl, when she gets there, she was 15 years old. And you can actually, from the legal things, the person she was married to, that was born with her, she would have been really hard before she even went to UK at all.
You mean she would have been groomed before they asked her to come down to
before she even traveled
to join them? Man. Okay, please go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. She would have been groomed from here before she made that she might say, oh, I will go with her boyfriend. When you think about young ladies, especially teenagers of this country, or even anywhere in the world, you immediately look at it, they are quite innocent at that age. Anything said and they trust it.
You mean she was innocent at the age of 15?
At the age of 15, what does she know? She doesn't know anymore.
Can we not ask questions about her parents? Can we not ask questions about her parents' responsibility if we are going through that route? Can we not think about the parents here, parental responsibility at the age of 15?
They don't talk to the parents. They are quite guided. At that age, they are very, very guided. Very, very guided. They will never open up to the parents. The parents will not even know what is happening in their child, in their students, in their child's life. They don't even know if they have a boyfriend.
But you will, but as a good parent, you would know whether something is wrong with your 15-year-old if she's not happy, isn't it?
15 years old, that is where if that child is not well guided. If that child is well guided, we are talking to a practitioner, and I'm asked to tell you, there are several cases of abuse where the family will not even know when that child is going to be suicide. These are the last thing that they start to it up. So it's not as if she just wakes up and travels. That boyfriend would have grown up from here.
I thought so as well. I thought so from that angle. I thought so.
And not only grooming, because the love is there, definitely if you don't like the person, you not take your passport and run with the man. Definitely the license is there, and it's easy to get the girl right from the day and, start following the girl from there. They really have, trained her to their own pace before she actually travel out. Now, getting there, she would have seen quite different type of things. For her to come on the public because she wants to come back because she's a citizen, let's take a decision that she can never be in that environment and say anything negative about anything positive about this country. Except to take her away completely from that environment and actually do a full assessment on her. They have to bring her back and do a full assessment, and she looked a little bit of when she was talking that, when she gets free, she knows she might go to jail. So she's prepared to go to jail herself. Because she knows she has done something wrong here. So they need to take her away from that environment completely and assess her individually. Because she, at that environment, she will never say anything negative in that environment. Never. She will never support this country. I don't ask someone like this woman, how will you be in an environment where they will kill you in the next day and you will say something rubbish in their mouth? She knows that. So we have to weigh both sides. You can't just conclude and say, they should not give her a citizen that, or they should just kill her. No. They shouldn't do things like that. You can't do it. You need to be properly think and assess completely before they can take that, because they can make a decision on that. That's my own view, really.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay.
Madam, before you leave, you said you are a practitioner in which area of discipline?
Mental health.
Mental health. So you mentioned in between that they probably have groomed her.
From here.
Yeah, from when she was in the UK, isn't it? Yeah. Would you think it was one of the reasons why she was able to jump to the offer to go and join them? Because she has been, she was well informed, isn't it?
Yes, she has been grouped here to force me, that man will have made sure, I can trust her now. She has not been out. So anything I have for her, she will do it. But remember, this man is out of the picture now. She's properly suffering there, but she's just pretending.
Okay.
She's picking up his phone.
So so the man is somewhere there. He's somewhere out there.
I think they said the guy is dead now, isn't it?
You think so?
I think they said the guy is out of the picture.
That's what I heard, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Once that man is out of the picture, she doesn't have any protection. Anybody can do anything to her. Yes.
Once the man is out of the picture.
Yes, he's not in danger. So that's the way I feel.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. I know the voice of that caller, but I'm not going to give her name out. But I know the voice very well. I know the voice of that caller very, very clear to me because she has called previously on some of my shows. So I know her voice very well, but I'm not going to give her out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate you, but that's the situation we are at the moment in the United Kingdom. Before I leave you, I'm still asking questions that you haven't answered me. Should we, as the government, allow Shamima Begum to return back to United Kingdom? Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Please, I just want to make a little contribution about what is happening.
Please, you're right to do so. Please.
Okay. About that girl, I think the fault is part of it is from the because if they're giving her a very good home training, I don't think she will go behind them to be doing all what she has done. Because they've not really monitored her, they've not really take good, appropriate attention, pay attention about her. That is why she did that. Number two, about a terrorist something is a criminal act. Sometimes ago in Italy, precisely, an imam made a mention of something like this, and which the Italian government stood up and said, "You can't say this. It's not good for people to kill innocent souls." And the man said he is comfortable with it, and he said, "Okay, you know what? You are not supposed to be in this country. And they moved him. And the white lady that the man is married to, she said she has to go with her husband. She is an Italian lady. And the next thing, they moved all the families, because the guy is from Senegal. He's a Muslim. They moved all the family back to Senegal and said, bye-bye forever. Don't come back to this country. So, if she is a British national and the family, the origins of the parents are Bangladesh, I think she has to go back to Bangladesh. And if the parents are not comfortable with that, I think they should go with her too. Because she is a threat to the society. Because the moment you allow her to come back to the country, she will have the opportunity to groom other guests, other young guests too. And that will give other young girls the opportunity of doing the same thing. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you. Thank you. Are we saying that there is no consequence for her action to travel from United Kingdom into war zone, where we have been clearly warned by the Foreign Secretary not to travel into? We have been clearly warned not to travel into the war zones, you know. And if any of us just pick up our bag and travel into war zone and something happen, we should be able to face the consequence, isn't it? Are you saying there is no consequence for that action? Are you saying there is no justification? We should not punish her? Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking at the comments from YouTube, but it's a bit difficult to read your comment because it goes off quickly. Unlike on Facebook, Facebook comment stays. Why we are able to read it straight away. So there is a crime being committed in this situation. There's a crime being committed in this situation. You'll be shocked by the time they start piecing the crime in court, you know, the offense in court. You'll be shocked to see one by one. So you have to follow it on by the time they start the legal proceeding. You know, there's a crime being committed. It is a matter of English law, not a matter of international law. That's just what we're supposed to concentrate on. It's a matter of English law, not international law. You know, but the way we are going now, if care is not taken, we're going to make two countries, you know, clash, or even other countries to clash, connive together, and start war on this matter. And if we're not careful, it could become an issue of class, race, religion, sex, this, that. And that's what we don't want in the United Kingdom. We don't want that. We don't want anything to do with religion. We don't want it at all because it's got nothing to do with that. What we are dealing with, it's a matter of not being obedient, not respecting the law of the land. When you look at British passport, let's see if I have a copy of British passport here. You know, when you see a British passport clearly wants ahead. You know, let's look at what English passport may have said in the past to us. Let me first of all look at the British nationality, dual nationality. The British nationals who are also nationals of another country cannot be protected by Her Majesty's representatives against the authorities of that country if under the law of that country they are liable for any obligations such as military service. The fact that they are British nationals does not exempt them from it. So that is fine. That is not to do with war at this particular situation. Let's look at caution. This passport remains the property of Her Majesty government in the United Kingdom and may be withdrawn at any time. Let's look at the caution. Let's look at the passport. The passport is giving us caution here on note 7. It's basically saying that the passport remains the property of Her Majesty's government in the United Kingdom. and it may be withdrawn at any time. It should not be tampered with or passed to an unauthorized person. It should not be tampered with or passed to an authorized person. So by you using someone else's passport, you have committed one crime already. Tampering with a passport may constitute a criminal offense and render it valid for use. Any case of loss or destruction should be reported immediately to the local police and the British Passport Issuing Authority. The passport of a deceased person should be sent for a cancellation to the nearest such passport authority. It will be returned on request. So that is just about the warning. The warning. And when you look at the Britannic Majesty information as well, it says Her Britannic Majesty Secretary of State requests in the name of Her Majesty all those whom it may concern to allow the bearer to pass freely without let or hindrance, and to afford the bearer such assistance and protection as may be necessary. So basically, when you are carrying this passport, you are saying you are the legitimate owner, you are the legal owner of the passport. So therefore, the secretary of the passport, the Majestic Passport Office, is saying that they should afford you assistance whenever it is necessary, wherever you are going. Let's look at the Nigerian one, what Nigerian passport is saying. Nigerian passport is basically saying these are to request and require in the name of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all those who it may concern, to allow the bearer to pass freely without let or hindrance, and to afford him or her every assistance and protection of which he or she may stand in need. So they have precise their English and change it around as well. But at the end of the day, it's about afford the bearer, the holder of the passport, and assistance that they may require while they are on this foreign land. It's just about assisting them while they are on the foreign land. So because the Majestic government is not authorizing the young lady to travel into Syria, it's another question that we have to look at another time. The government is not allowing her to go into that place. They have said that there is a war zone. So therefore, the note here will not cover her. The note here will not cover her. She should not be afforded any protection. So ladies and gentlemen, I really, really do, from the bottom of my heart, with great humility, I am humbled. I love you and I appreciate all of you for coming on my platform to join me on this beautiful program of mine. The topic we mentioned was, should Shamima Begum be allowed to return to United Kingdom? Shamima Begum was a teenager that traveled into Syria when she was 15 years old. So we're asking questions because after the revocation of her citizenship, whether she should be allowed to return back into the United Kingdom. I am a citizen by birth. So let me give you my opinion. I am a citizen by birth. So which means that I should not do anything stupid. Because remember, I have lived very well in Nigeria. So I'm very familiar and acquainted with the community at large. And I'm still proud. So it might be so easy for anyone that grew up in Nigeria like us, for them to return that person back. But then we have to look at the British Nationality Act. We have to treat the Citizenship Act. Before 1983 January, what happened till the end of December 31st, 1982? That is where the law will start being broken in case of people like us. But in case of that young lady, she's still citizen by the soil because she was born in the UK and she has not left United Kingdom. My question and my worry is, has she got British passport in the first instance? Why didn't she travel with her passport? Why did she use her sister's passport? What happened to her own passport? Aha! We need to start thinking from that angle. The Secretary of State might know so much that we don't know. The Secretary of State might know so much that we are not aware of. But until then, I remain yours, Tokunbo Lagbaye. Great humility, I appreciate all of you. And I cannot love you less. If you have any problem with your immigration and nationality law, contact me in my office on 0208 309
and you've been having a
8808.
difficult time sorting out your status,
Yes.
this is good news. To regularize your status in the UK, you can contact Lawyer Tokubo or Lagbaye on a Facebook page, YouTube or Insta. Also book an appointment at our London office, Brightway Immigration Practitioners, or phone through 0208 309 8808 or a Nigerian office on 0813 456 6319. She understands the rules and regulations applicable to your case. Don't forget, consultation fee is £50 or 30,000 naira Nigerian money. A trial will convince you.
Who is under Ade Aya Olaoluwafunke? Oh my God. Who is under Ade Aya Olaoluwafunke? Ladies and gentlemen, let me leave YouTube alone. YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you, YouTube. We have to end it now. But Facebook, I haven't finished with you, but I want to end YouTube. Yes. YouTube, I want